today's news list. Inter coach Simone Inzaghi has confirmed that Danilo D'Ambrosio will be fully fit for the match against Spezia, which the coach thinks will be a tough game, according to a report in the Italian media. Speaking to Inter's Instagram profile rather than in a conventional press conference, via FC Internews, Simone Inzaghi talked about how his side has been preparing for the match against Spezia, which takes place at San Siro on Saturday night. The lads have tackled the week well, trying to perfect the systems. In addition, we have recovered D'Ambrosio, who wasn't there in Lex. We won't have Mkhitaryan, but we are working to prepare well. Inter have agreed to sell young player Oliver Jurgens to Torino, who will become the second Inter player to make that move this summer, according to a report in the Italian media today. As has been reported by Gianluca Di Marzio, via FC Internews, the 2003 class player will move to Torino very soon. He will be joining up with Valentino Lazaro, who also moved to Torino this summer. The Austrian winger moved on a loan deal with an option to buy. Oliver Jurgens is a centre-forward who was born in Estonia. The 19-year-old first came to Italy when signed for Hellas Verona U17s in 2019 from Non United. He spent a year on loan with the AS Roma U17s before then being signed to the Inter U18s for a fee of £225,000. Federico Dimarco is now very likely to be starting ahead of Gosens on the left wing for Inter against Spezia on Saturday night, according to a report in the Italian media. As has been reported by La Gazzetta dello Sport, the Italian defender is set to get the nod ahead of his German teammate to start on the left wing against the Ligurian side. It is a big call from Simone Inzaghi, considering Gosens was expected to be the starter in that role now that Ivan Perisic is not at the club. He has struggled for fitness in pre-season though, which has caused the coach to reward Federico Dimarco for his very good form before the serious game started. Inter have officially confirmed that Cesare Casadei will be moving to Chelsea on a permanent deal after an agreement was reached between the two clubs. The deal was announced by the Nerazzurri in a short statement on the club website, where they specified that the 19-year-old has signed a permanent deal with the Premier League side. The details of the deal are not specified by Inter, but it is believed that the Italian has fetched a fee of €15 million, and then there will be another €5 million in add-ons to be paid at a later date. The move helps Inter get closer to their target of ending the summer with a transfer profit of €60 million, although it seems unlikely now that the target will be reached without losing a key player. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel has said that it is not helpful for people to label former Inter midfielder Cesare Casadei as the new Frank Lampard, according to a report in the Italian media. Speaking during his press conference ahead of Chelsea's next game, via FC Internews, the coach was asked about Cesare Casadei, who has completed his move to the Blues from the Nerazzurri. Many fans and pundits have been referring to Cesare Casadei as the new Frank Lampard due to the way that he plays and the fact that he is a Chelsea legend. Thomas Tuchel feels that it's not helpful to put that kind of label and pressure on a player who is just 19 and has no senior experience yet. I think we are not doing him a big favour if we say he will be the new Lampard. Yesterday I met him here at the sports centre. We will give him time to learn the language, the culture, to understand what Chelsea is. Inter president Stefan has decided to take Milan Skriniar fully off the table this summer, according to a report in the Italian broadcast media today. As has been reported by Sky Sport, via FC Internews, there was an increased offer from Paris Saint-Germain again on Friday, but Stefan is now clear that he is not for sale, and he has told this to the management at the club, which will be to Simone Inzaghi's delight. The figures have not been reported, but the offer on Thursday came to €65 million and was rejected. Inter seem set to reject the new offer, and they have already communicated to the player that they want to extend his contract, which runs out next summer. Alessandro Bastoni and Denzel Dumfries are both expected to start for Inter when they face Spezia on Saturday evening, according to a report in the Italian print media today. As has been reported by La Gazzetta dello Sport, the Inter starting 11 against Spezia is likely to be more recognisable as their best 11 than the team that faced Lex in Puglia last weekend. Alessandro Bastoni will retake his place on the left side of the back three. Federico Dimarco was in that role for the 2-1 win over Lex. Denzel Dumfries did not start against Lex, but he came on in the second half and ended up scoring the winning goal in the 94th minute after he bundled in a corner at the far post. Inter feel that Chelsea defender Trevoh Chalobah can be the backup for Stefan Vrij next season if he joins on a loan deal, according to a report in the Italian media today. As has been reported by Tuttosport today, Inter are looking very seriously at the prospect of bringing the 23-year-old English defender to the club because they think he can be the replacement for Stefan Vrij when the Dutchman is injured or in need of a rest. That is the position that was filled by Andrea Ranocchia last season, but he joined Monza on a free transfer earlier this summer and has not yet been replaced. Inter have got very strong relations with Chelsea at the moment, having come to agreements on the return of Romelu Lukaku to Inter and the sale of Cesare Casadei to Chelsea. Inter and Lazio could reach an agreement for the transfer of Francesco Acerbi in the next week as talks are progressing between the two clubs, according to a report in the Italian media. As has been reported by Gianluca Di Marzio this evening, the two clubs have been negotiating and there was also a meeting between the agent of the player and Lazio to better understand the situation. Lazio are willing to let him leave on loan with the option for Inter to make the deal permanent next summer. That is the path that Inter like the most too, as they would like to see how he settles before they know if they want to buy him or not. Inter are set to begin official contract talks with Milan Skriniar in the next few days as they seek to secure his future, according to a report in the Italian media. As has been reported by Gianluca Di Marzio on Sky Sport this evening, via FC Internews, the Nerazzurri have taken the defender off of the market completely now and are determined to give him a new contract. They rejected another bid from Paris Saint-Germain on Friday, and now they will be discussing the extension with Milan Skriniar and his agent in the next few days. Many assumed they would wait until the end of the transfer window, but they are not going to do that. San Siro is almost entirely sold out for the clash against Spezia on Saturday night, and Inter could still see the stadium fill up entirely, according to a report in the Italian media. As has been reported by FC Internews, over 70,000 spectators are going to be present to see Inter play their first game of the season at home. The Nerazzurri opened their campaign with a 2-1 win away at Lex down in Puglia, thanks to a stoppage-time winner from Denzel Dumfries. There are a few seats still available for Interisti to go and cheer on the team at San Siro on Saturday. A ticket in the third red ring for children under 16 will cost just €10. There is currently a very big gap between Inter and Borussia Dortmund when it comes to the valuation of Manuel Akanji, according to a report in the Italian print media today. As has been reported by Illinois Journal, there is a major obstacle in Inter's pursuit of Manuel Akanji, and there has not been any sign from the Bundesliga side that they will be willing to lower his asking price of 15 to 20 million euros. Inter have suggested the route of Borussia Dortmund giving the Swiss defender a new contract, as his current one only has 1 year left to run, which excludes a loan deal. If he signed a 1-year extension at the German club, Inter could then take him on loan, and there could be an agreed fee to pay next summer to make the deal permanent.